The Order 1886 is yet another game to be victim to its own notoriety. Built up over a very long period of time to be something mega, only to be crucified by critics. Now I understand these critics are only doing their job, but after reading some of their thoughts, it seemed they were being a tad harsh, and in some cases flat out cruel. Yes, this game has a heavy emphasis on cutscenes, but so does one of my favourite gaming series of all time, Metal Gear Solid. Yes, the combat is generically third person, but so is Gears of War and Uncharted. And yes, the story is short, but if it only takes a certain amount of time to tell a reasonably good story perfectly, then that's how long it has to be. If they try to extend the playtime by throwing in some unnecessary plot twists and turns, it would cheapen the whole experience. So this is my review of The Order 1886.
I'm as good as dead already.
The story was actually a lot better than I was expecting after reading other reviews. You play as Sir Galahad, a knight of the Order in the middle of a war against half-breeds or werewolves. But things start unravelling as you dig deeper, uncovering a plot to spread the half-breeds to the Americas, as well as another mythical beast that I was very disappointed I didn't get to battle at least once. Of course, you will also experience betrayal and find friends amongst those you thought were enemies.
So much for keeping this friendly.
Damn it, I'm in no mood to jest.
Cliché, I know, but I really enjoyed it.
It seems my queen is taking a liking to you.
The combat is not what I expected again, but this time not in a good way. Don't get me wrong, it's not as bad as others make it out to be, but it isn't groundbreaking. Once again, from its huge build-up, I was expecting something amazing, something fluid, something to make me look forward to being ambushed. You play as a member of an elite group, but you fight like any other bum with a gun. It's not what I foresaw, but it's not totally bad. The weapons are pretty imaginative, which is to be expected, being created by none other than Nikola Tesla himself.
You never fail to deliver.
From a thermite gun that incinerates your foes, the arc gun that uses electricity, sometimes resulting in your enemy's head exploding. From the moment you lay eyes on this game, you will understand why it's been called the best looking console game ever. It is stunning. This highly detailed immersive world is a pleasure to be in. This alternative steampunk style London looks incredible, but this is the game's biggest pro and at the same time its biggest con. I literally had to take moments to stare and take in the scenery. You will want to go and explore, but you can't. You're stuck on this locked path. Just admiring your surroundings, it is painful. I wanted to break free and run across rooftops, climb Parliament, but sadly, it's a case of look but don't touch, which is almost heartbreaking. Okay, so quick-time events are a sizable part of the Order. I'm happy to say the majority of these are perfectly placed. Mashing the X button to stop a werewolf munching on your face feels good, but there are moments when I felt they were just flinging them around for no reason, which kinda had the reverse effect. I know people like myself who actually like QuickTime events are probably a minority, but when done right, they make you feel more a part of the story, which is never a bad thing. So the major issue I had with this game is the absolute lack of content. The length of the story has no effect on me, but if you're going to make a game that isn't going to take people long to complete, even on the hardest difficulty I would like to add, then you sure as hell want to include features to keep people interested, like replay value. Unless you really love the story and want to experience it again the exact same way, there is nothing to make you want to play it again. There's no leveling up system for your guns, or a way to modify them at all. There are no collectibles besides newspapers and pictures to inspect scattered around the game, and there's no multiplayer. But that actually doesn't bother me. I would rather a single player only game than to have a multiplayer mode that feels rushed and crowbarred in.
To all personnel, please remain clear of the east end of Westminster Bridge. We are witnessing heavy artillery fire at the moment.
All in all, the Order 1886 has its good parts but also has a few bad. Personally, I enjoyed the story. A secret order charged with hunting down werewolves with weapons designed by Nikola Tesla in one of the most highly detailed and immersive worlds I have ever seen. But when you take a step back and look at the game as a whole, you see parts that are nowhere near as good as others. Parts that needed a little more attention and absolutely more reasons to want to keep playing. I don't know whether there will be DLC or even a sequel. Hopefully there will be. The game does leave on sort of a this is only the beginning vibe. Now, as I said before, other reviewers have really crucified this game, and I don't believe it deserves it. I've seen someone give it a 2 out of 10. That's just insulting. I give the Order a 7 out of 10.
Understood. Are you joining us? I'll join you shortly. And don't you know, I'm Galahad.